Good morning, it's Jonathan Barratt with the Tuesday morning debrief. It's March the 30th, only 2 more trading days left to go before March ends, and we head into April. A pretty positive night last night on the Dow. Some good confidence numbers came out in Europe, and had some good data in the States as well. Personal income, personal spending, which was also quite good. Personal consumption, sorry, which was quite positive. Sorry about that. And that was all boded quite well, I think, for the equity markets. And of course, the Dow had a strong move. US dollar under pressure too, which is a bit of an issue. And of course, things just to come under there, or commodities go a little bit better bid. So quite happy about that. Let's just have a quick overview as to what happened. And there we go. The bit of a picture there we've got. As you can see, the Dow closed up 45 points, 10,895. The S&P was up 6, the Nasdaq up 9.23. The Stoic was up 6.5 points. The FTSE 7, DAX a strong night up 36, and the CAC up 11. So quite positive on that front as well. So all in all, everything relatively good, relatively strong. There we see dollar under pressure as well. US consumer spending climbs for the 5th straight month as recovery quickens. That's not a bad little article to read. Also, we had some good positive data, confidence data out of Europe, and that all bodes well, I guess, for this this recovery to keep on going. So that in itself is good. Let's have a look at some of the other bits and pieces, and let's have a look at say where the dollar's trading and those sorts of things. Dollar index. This is interesting. We had a good strong move for the dollar index, and it's just come back here. Now that's not conclusive of a high or a low yet, but what it does tell us is that it's certainly come back a fair way. So I think if anything there, perhaps a little bit under pressure, there. The dollar, that certainly helped. The likes of gold, copper, crude, all of those markets move higher, so quite positive. Also a little Aussie battler there. Actually not convincing yet, but it certainly had a strong movement. So if anything there, any dip, I think the market will look to buy, and that's back to that 91. So quite comfortable there on there. We are actually long Aussie at 91.52, which we went into last night. So generally dollar. Also have a quick look at that euro, and you can see there that I do like this style of formation. A strong move from that 33, and as you can see, it was pretty coherent with what the US dollar did as well. And on the back of that, things I think look quite all right. But let's see what happens. What we have seen with the dollar moving across to commodities is that commodities are now fixed in a bit of a range. Look at that crude oil data. Crude oil, it's a huge move, and testing these old highs. If we get through that 83.50, then onwards and upwards she goes. We sort of felt that there was concern in inflation. That's something to keep an eye on out there. But if we take out through this 82.50, 83, then it's off onwards and upwards. We did have a lead in copper yesterday, and I'm glad that we're still long. It's been a lethargic trade that we've looked at. We've advised customers to be long copper, and finally we had a little bit of a movement last night. Now we really need to stay above this 350. This is an important level. Just have a look at the daily chart there, and you can see why we feel it is important. That's that old high, and if we can break through it, then we have potential to head on to that 360, 370 level. We are long, as everybody knows, and have been for a while. The good thing now, we can put our stop in safely around that 332, and we know that basically if it breaks through there, we are wrong. But at the moment, we're running with this trade. Let's see if it breaks and stays above that area, and we would look for it to trade onwards, higher, and onwards and upwards. Okay, so that's it. Also, we had a bit of a lift too in gold, and that was not a bad move as well. Everyone close to the desk knows we have been long, and people who have been receiving our tweets know we've been long for a while. That's been quite a positive move. As you can see, we're looking at this little triangle here, and as long as it stays above that 1090, we're comfortable. But last night we did have a little bit of a move. This momentum indicator looks positive. It's testing this trend here 1, 2, 3 times. It's hit the trend line. So I'm looking forward to it to have a snap to the top side. Let's see if it breaks this level. If you are already long, what do we look to do? We look to add to positions. We feel the market can come back a little bit, and but obviously if it takes up this level here through that 11.12, 11.12.50, it's worthwhile adding to the position. At the moment, maybe back to 1100, but all in all, still looks quite good. Okay, and so that's for that. Let's just put that out of the way. Yep, and so gold looks good, silver looks good, Aussie. Some of the softs look okay. Strong movement there, a little bit of movement there in corn. Corn and wheat, I think, are still trying to find their lows, and hopefully soon we will get that low and we'll be able to start a buy program. And you can just see this on the wheat as well. Taking a little bit of time to upload. There we are, wheat just bumming around on that bottom, looking good pretty soon. Just looking at the local market, the SPI expectations remain pretty robust for it to break through that top side. I do insist that you have a look on that hourly daily chart because we are at a bifurcation point for the market. 49.50, that's the old high. If we get through that, the trend's on, but we have a little bit of divergence starting to develop. That does concern me. These sorts of moves sees a higher move to 49.50 and then a rejection. So look for a move that sees it through 49.50. Then if it trades back down to 49.20 and below, you must sort of start to take profits on positions because that could see a correction of some magnitude. At the moment, though, optimism is firmly plastered for it to reach for the top side. However, momentum is not giving us the follow-through we actually need at the moment. Okay, what's we got coming out tonight? I guess the made bits of data. Remember, we've got unemployment in the States at the end of the week, but the most important things are we've got the Case-Shiller Home Price Index and consumer confidence, and also ABC consumer confidence. So there's a lot of momentum numbers coming out tonight, and that could just keep these markets continuing to trade. So just in a quick summary, markets look poised to open up higher in Australia. We've had some very positive moves on copper, so BHP should be relatively strong. Some of the other base metals, nickel as well, all these markets are looking relatively bid. Crude oil's looking bid, but still confirmed in the range. Test that top side, 82, 83. We're still long sugar, we're still long copper, we're still long cotton, and we're long gold. We went long gold last Thursday. So let's see how this happens, but at the moment, feels like a bit of dollar weakness will come through to the market. That will aid commodities. Also, this optimism will also aid primary inputs. That's about it from me. Hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.